Hey everyone, Dana here. Guess what? I can be a pretty loud person sometimes. Oh, that's no surprise to anyone? Okay, good to know. So yes, it is a stereotype that Americans can be a little louder at times, and for me, this is true. In the US, people just often seem to talk a little bit louder. And so, especially when I get around other Americans here in Europe, sometimes we do seem to feed off of each other's excitement and the volume escalates. But I am aware of this, and I do try to catch myself when I'm, for example, at a restaurant in Germany, and I notice that my voice is starting to go up in volume a little bit. But as I've mentioned before, it's all relative. When I visited Athens a couple years ago, I noticed that I actually fit right in there, or I was maybe even the quiet one, because I noticed that people there also tended to talk loudly. Another American stereotype that is true for me is wearing sneakers also when I'm not exercising or going to the gym, just wearing sneakers going around town. These here are my bright pink sneakers, and I love them so much. I love my pink sneakers. Before I moved to Europe, I didn't wear skinny jeans. All my pants got a little wider at the bottom, and that kind of made more sense with the sneakers. But now, living in Germany, I often wear skinny jeans, and I know it does look a little funny to have the sneakers with the skinny jeans, but I don't care. No. I don't care at all. I love my skinny jeans and I love my sneakers, and I am going to continue proudly wearing those two things together. Another American stereotype is being optimistic, and we have plenty of sayings for this: looking on the bright side of things, trying to see the silver lining of something, the glass is always half full, not half empty, looking through rose-colored glasses. And yes, this one usually fits for me too. My default setting is often switched to see the brighter side of things rather than dwelling on the negative side. Of course, this isn't always the case, but especially for little things like the weather, then my default is to try to see the positive side of the circumstance. Of course, when something really bad happens, like if a friend's dog dies, I'm not like, "Oh, your dog died," and then poo-poo away their sad feelings by forcing them to see the good in it. Like, well, now at least you don't have to spend money on pet food. No, definitely not. I am also compassionate, and there are definitely times when you just need to feel those sad or otherwise negative feelings. But like I mentioned before with the weather is something that can often get in the way. You know, you planned a picnic or a day at the beach, and then it rains. But unless it's a hurricane or blizzard or something that could really be devastating to a place and the people living there, if it's just a little rain getting in the way, it would often be in my nature to be like, well, this sucks. Hey, but at least the flowers are getting the water they need. Or, well, this sucks. But hey, at least yesterday when we spent the day hiking, yesterday the weather was unbelievable. Trying to focus on the good of an otherwise small inconvenient situation rather than staying focused on the negative. Moving on now to the last one. Working really, really hard is another American stereotype. Feeling pressure to go to work, even when you're sick. Feeling like a slacker when taking time off. And just this overall feeling of discomfort if you're not doing enough, and maybe a distorted view of what is considered enough. And yeah, I definitely find myself feeling these things from time to time. The last one, this discomfort about needing to do enough, I think more than the other two. I've talked about it before in my work-life balance Germany versus the USA video. In Germany, there just seems to be a more balanced approach to work and life, but I often have trouble remembering that. I often have this like pressure that if I have even a free moment, I need to figure out some kind of productive way to fill that time. So yeah, reminding myself to just stop and do nothing sometimes is something that I struggle with. So my question for you is, what are the common stereotypes from your country that you live up to? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. And now I have 3 quick little announcements. First one is that, yes, we have Wanted Adventure t-shirts now. We have Wanted Adventure t-shirts, I'm so excited. We have the Wanted Adventure design, as well as a couple other designs that I've done for summer. So you can find a link to check out all those t-shirts down in the description box below. Thing number 2, thank you so much to our patrons on Patreon who help make these videos possible. Thank you so much for your support. If you would like to check out our page on Patreon, you can find a link to that down in the description box below as well. And number 3, the little notification bell. So there is a notification bell that you can ring. You can click it down there if you want to be notified whenever I put out a new video. Okay, so those were the 3 things. That's all for now. Again, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen. But hey, at least yesterday when we spent the day hiking, not the weather. Let's take a break. I forgot to get my sneakers. I have to go grab my sneakers. Here they are. And was maybe my Wanted Adventure shirt. I'm so excited.